we're going to take a look at how to find an assignment for that you have to upload to D2L as opposed to a Cengage assignment. Now your ebook is on your Cengage. If you get into this section here, you can click on Study Tools. Otherwise, in your Mind tab, you can get into the book as well. So either way. Okay, so if I click Study Tools, I can see the book here, and I can click on ebook. Now, you may have access to the 22nd edition or the 23rd edition. It's okay. It's the same. It's fine. Okay? Okay, now, once I'm in here, over to the right is the book that I can open. Also realize if you wanted something in your hand, here's rental options there that you can rent the book and they'll send it to you hole punched, and you put it in a binder if you want a paper thing instead of an ebook. And that's, I think, around $8. All right, so I click on the book, and you can also click on this to make it full screen. This TOC stands for Table of Contents, and I can go in there. Now you need to find in Chapter 2 an assignment. Then you're going to go to Chapter 2. So then here's Chapter 2. We're going to go down to the bottom. The homework problems are always in this applying your knowledge. Okay, they're not in any of these other things down here. So that's always applying your knowledge. So you would click on that. Okay, and it starts out with chapter review questions. Okay, I don't use those. You're more than welcome to look at them. Okay, but I do not use those. So if I tell you to do number 3, I don't mean number 3 of the review questions. Okay, I'm either usually asking you to do exercises or problems. Now, after review questions comes the exercises. Exercises are divided into Set A, Series A, or Series B. So, and then they each have a number. So here is E2-1A. That's the E stands for exercise, 2 stands for Chapter 2, the 1 stands for this is the first exercise, and the A stands for Series A. So I can go down further. If you needed to do Series B, you could go down until here you see Series B exercises. There's E for exercise, 2 for Chapter 2. Here's the first one, and it's Series B. Okay? So most of the time we use Series A, but sometimes I do use Series B. So just pay attention to which it is. Now, if I say do number 3, exercise number 3, okay, you would look exercise E, Chapter 2, and here's the third one, Series A. Okay, so here's exercise 2-3A. And it's got these 4 transactions in here. It's got some instructions, but you're told in D2L to ignore these instructions. You're just going to use these 4 transactions and put them on the analyzing sheets. On the analyzing sheets that I gave you in D2L. You're going to ignore these instructions. You're going to ignore this other stuff over here. Okay? You're just going to take these 4 transactions and put them either in the Word analyzing transaction sheets or the Excel analyzing analyzing sheets. All right, let's go back to the table of contents, and let's go to chapter 4. So another thing you have to do is do a problem in chapter 4. So you go to chapter 4, then down to applying your knowledge. Okay, we're not doing the review questions, so you skip those. Then comes the Series A exercises. And we keep going down, and then we'll see the Series A problems. Okay, and here's problem 4-9A. So this is one of the ones you have to do as well. Nat Creighton, Open Creighton Consulting. Rent a small office, blah, blah, blah. Chart of account is as follows. And so here's her chart of accounts. And then here's the transactions. Once again, down at the bottom, it gives you a bunch of instructions. You just ignore all this where it says required. Okay? All we're doing is we're using these transactions that she has here and her chart of accounts that's listed here. But you're going to use the analyzing sheets, either the Word or the Excel analyzing sheets. Okay, so as you do a D2L homework assignment, you have to get into the ebook, you have to go down to applying your knowledge, you have to skip the review sections, you have to know whether you need an exercise or a problem, and you have to know whether it's Series A or Series B. If it doesn't say what series it is, assume it's Series A. Okay, and that should get you started out. Also, always make sure to read the instructions on D2L, because sometimes they're different than what the instructions are in the book. Sometimes I just use those transactions, but I have you do something differently.